Couple of Scots.
Ian and the Dawn. Where are you from?
Hillsborough, just outside kind of Dumbarton. Well, you would go down Glasgow, Clydebank, Dumbarton, Hillsborough, down the kind of towards Loch Lomond side. Are you a Dundee or Dundee United man?
United.
United.
The other one I got my Rangers hat.
Attaboy. Attaboy. That's the name of the game. We can always be friends, wouldn't we? You're definitely no bad. All right, lads. Season opener, Brampton Golf Club. Huge thank you to the staff for having us out this morning. It's actually my first round here of the year. We just opened a few days ago, so I don't know how to get a golf course looking like this when it's open, 5 days, but kudos to the team. I saw them rolling the greens this morning, so it's a wee bit chilly. We've got, several layers on, but we're gonna have some fun. It's blue skies, and let's see where the game is at. First round of the year. Let's see where we're at in the break and par series. We probably couldn't have put it in a better spot, so that bodes well for a good season. It's funny how you kind of have these little psychological battles with yourself all season. You work your butt off on your swing and all these various parts of your game, and you kind of picture that first swing of the year. And I know I've played this year, but this is the first swing out of your home course. It kind of feels like the start of the year. And to start off with a good one feels like you've won the first battle of the year, which is always nice. All right, we're using our little smart caddy feature on the cart. So 106 is our number. Uphill it's playing 116, but one really cool little feature with the Arccos caddy is it gives you with a gust. So it's telling it could play as little as 110, as much as 116. So somewhere in between the two. I hit a little gap wedge. I can just about see the tall flag. I'm going to lean much more towards the 110 shot. It looked good. I don't know. If I have a hard time judging that uphill, but it looked good. It's not bad. Talk about winning those little battles. It's an absolute nemesis hole, this one for me. The amount of times I just never judged that second shot from a distance perspective right. You can go in here and, the green when you get up here is actually pretty small. So really anywhere on the green, you've got a pretty good look at it, but it's such a hard one because you're hitting so much uphill. First, approach shot of the day can always get you, and there's a ton of slope. I'll take a little shot. It's huge. Greens are super firm. Holy moly. Okay, good way to start the new season. Truth be told, not one birdie here the whole of last year, not one. So to start off, first round, first hole and a birdie, it's a good way to start the year. All right, guys, par 5, an okay par 4 to start with, not long, but there's challenges to it. Arccos is adjusting the yardage to about 590. So, every shot is going to be held up about 15, 20 yards. Normally the bunkers down the right-hand side aren't in play. You just kind of wing it straight over them and it really makes it quite a wide landing area. Today it's the opposite. Because they are in play, the range is to the left of you, you're kind of really shrinking that landing area in. So knowing for me that it's not going to be a two-shotter, it's going to be something we're hitting driver, layup, probably leave ourselves a 9 or a wedge. The tee shot really is just about position. Cut. Okay, dicey, but we may just be in the left side of the fairway. All right, we'll lay it up in not a bad spot. Honestly, not a layup I ever enjoy this one. It's playing about 200 yards to the water on the left, into the wind, so 220-ish. Just want to chip one out there, probably about 180. That's not very good. Okay, we'll be fine. Bit skinny, bit in the heel, not great. Okay, the fun of a day like this, the yardage is 128. It says it could be playing as much as 148. Just really depends what we've got in terms of gust at that time. So that's anywhere really from wedge to pretty much full at 9, even maybe a little cheeky 8. I think we'll go with the 9 just to be safe. Literally got the pin right on a ridge. Anything left of that is going to feed down into a little bowl. Really probably 10, 15 feet right of it is the play. That would be ideal. Depends on the number. Okay, landed on the back, just kind of skipped through a little bit, I think. All right, not ideal. Wind really never held it up much at all. I can hear Mike Martusevich in my head just saying, you overthink things too much, Fraser. Just hit the shot. Little pitch mark there, so it wasn't bad. Must have just came out pretty hot. Is it the right time to be telling the viewers this isn't a strength of the game? Easy, easy. Came out hot. That was clumsy. Right, outside the left, it's got to fall in at about 7:30 on the left side of the cup. Be a little brave because it's uphill. Really didn't break. If anything, it was going that way at the end. Ugh. All right. The first hole is not what you expect in your first hole of the year. That's the type of stuff, right? Nice approach shot, but I've not played the course yet, so I don't know how firm the greens are. The ball obviously lands on the green, scoots through the back. Little bit of a clumsy chip. Greens are a bit quicker than I thought they'd be. All of those factors are just where that kind of early season rustiness plays in. All right, 147. Wind's lying down a little bit here. I've got 8, it's way too much if the wind's down, so I probably just need to chip it. It's coming out the left-hand side. Start it at the flag and probably just bleed it right into the middle of the green. Wow, I hit it way too soft. Front of the green, 142, that says it flew. All right, quad said 142, flag was 147. We've literally came up 15 yards short, so the wind is really hurting today. Okay, not too bad. Two tough holes today, 2 and 3. And honestly, not that disappointed. I mean, normally you'd say par 5, par 3, you know, you probably want to come out at the worst even, but I'm honestly not that disappointed with that. You know, you have one of those days that every golf shot feels into the wind. And we're here, we're living one of those days. Just played 2 golf holes at a 90-degree angle to this, into the wind, and I've turned play this one, and it's literally giving me the hairdryer treatment. Oh, thanks. All right, par 4, little dogleg right. Sorry, I wasn't really tuned in. Dogleg right, bunkers out there about 250, very much in play with this wind. We probably want to keep it left of that. We're not going to hit it over it in this wind. Keep it left, probably leave ourselves 175, 172nd shot. Cut. So that one is a really good example. And I think by doing this outdoor series, it's going to be nice to learn a few things because I don't do this often, take quad in the course, but to learn a little bit about what does your delivery do on the course versus in the bay, and also sort of what are the launch conditions that you deal with outside versus inside. Spun at 2900, and I talk about everything about the product I choose, the equipment I use to try and keep the spin, you know, below that. I like living low and spin, not certainly high, and this one's been really good in the bay, yet you know, there we hit one out there, it's 2900 and just gets eaten alive by the wind. It's just something probably I need to do more of to obviously learn the type of conditions and maybe the mishit patterns and stuff like that. So trying to avoid that. I mean, I feel like, not bad here, but I feel like I should be, you know, at least 20 yards further up the fairway. We've got 199 in. I think I'd said 175 is what I thought I'd have. Way too far back. Okay, we've got 202, but it's playing about probably 225, 230 with this wind and temperature. That's another thing. We're not just dealing with the fact that it's windy today. I mean, it might be 7 degrees, so it's cold. Looks nice, but it is chilly. We're going to try and hit like a bit of a slingy draw into this one. Okay, the right idea. Overcooked the draw, missed it on the rookie side, missed it on the short side. We're really tough up and down now. Left ourselves hellish third shot. Wow. So it's straight right. Okay. I'm going to consciously try today not to read too much into the greens. I feel like I'm guilty of that. And the greens obviously are, it's early in the season. They look good. They're nice condition, but try not to sort of overread them and see them moving too much. Hard work. Hard work. Bad pitch. I don't know if it's a bad pitch or just it just shot straight right out of that little kind of bare lie. Not too sure what that was all about, but I've got to get better at that round the greens. The difference in making a 10-footer, making a 4 or 5-footer, and the percentages is just so massive. So it's got to be a huge part of trying to get my scores down, my handicap a little better this year, is being better around the greens. Okay, wind out the left, shapes to the right. Good par 4. Definitely good to get a good one away and leave yourself a nice kind of mid-iron in. Just peeled a little bit too much, rode the wind and ended up in the right rough. A little closer to the driver numbers I'm looking for though. 149, slightly right. So a lot of people ask why I use Bushnell and Arccos. Obviously, without Arccos being able to exactly identify where the pin is in the green, I'll do that with Bushnell. And then I will move the flag to where that is, and it gives me a much more accurate read, not only for the approach shot, but for the putt itself. So I'm now, I've identified where the pin is on the green. With the new Caddy, Arccos Caddy link, you can click on the side of it. So you can click just on there once you walk up to the flag, and that will then set the pin on the green. So if you've got it on there, but you want to kind of just dial it in exactly where it is, it's a really cool little feature. Okay, wind's hard out the left side again, 150, 9-iron. Just try and keep it in the left-hand side. Try not to let it cross to being on the right of the flag. Go. Get up. Got it a wee bit thin. It's actually gave me a pretty good bounce, done okay. Okay, not too bad. Easy enough par in the end. Yeah, not a bad hole to get out of the way. Favourable with it being with the wind with us on that one. Always a good one to sneak out with a par. Never a bad scoring here on number 5. All right, not a long one on the card. I'm kind of shooting for that fairway bunker on the left-hand side. Something out there, yeah, you're probably trying to hit something 250, 255 out towards that bunker on the left. Says with the wind with us, it's more like a 230 shot. So yeah, probably a little 5-wood today. And then set us up for a nice little wedge to a really tricky green. I'm getting blown about a bit here. Should be pretty good. It's always daunting when downwind, you've got a greenkeeper sitting just at the back of where you're going to land it. And if this rides it a little bit, he's going to get it right in the dome. So let's go right to the flag. Let's save a life today. Down, down. Oh no, we nearly killed him. We literally nearly killed him. It would just go straight towards him. Well, that was a chippy sandwich, which is my kind of 105, 108 club. Things went probably 125 yards. Yeah, it's a really tough one. Again, hole 1, and then obviously hole 6. They're both about the same yardage, about 340, 350. I tell you what, you're working hard for your par every single time, especially if you miss a green. I mean, they're really, really tough. I find the surrounds around this place really, really challenging to get up and down. So if you have a good day with the irons or the approaches, it's not too bad, but you're never guaranteed the up and down. Okay, delicate, just gotta land it on, let it feed from right to left. A bit better. Always nice for that to be a stress-free up and down. I'll take it. It's a little par 3, little, 182. I feel like this green has shrunk over the last few years. Like, I see way more of that runoff than I remember. I don't know if that's maybe my age, my eyes or something like that, but this green looks like it has shrunk. 7 iron, let's see what we've got. Turn. Floated it, not good at all. I'm claiming last year that was on the green. This year's missing the right-hand side. Just did not get any compression on that one at all. I feel like 50 is going to come out hot. Screaming hot. 24. Good call. Good call. You know what's quite nice? See when you miss 2 greens in a row and you haven't had to take the head cover off your putter. That's nice. 2 little wedgy backhanders. More of that today, we'll be just fine. Actually, more hitting greens today, we'll be just fine. All right, mini driver, let's do it. You've been good in the bay, but that's just probation. Good strike, just a bit left. Okay, we'll see. Probably fly this about 100, 105, something like that. Just try and let it chase on just a little bit. Oh no, get up. We're playing it from the water. Okay. Wow, I thought that was absolutely perfect and it just threw the brakes on. Oh man. Son of a bee. Son of a bee. That's a wasteful one. Bad tee shot. So careless on the second shot. Then from there, the damage is somewhat done. Not good. Not good. No, I don't feel angry. I just, I don't know. Don't really feel the anger on it. But good par 5. You can definitely tee one up, and obviously nice knowing that you're walking off of a bad hole coming on to a chance. That's maybe why I don't feel angry. It's like, okay, you know, let 2 go there. Probably 1 that definitely shouldn't. Like a bogey's fine, but a double's silly. But you know, take advantage of it here. Get it back straight away. Should be good. It's exactly what we're talking about. Decent strike, good launch. If that's sitting at 2,000 spin, you know, we're way better shape. That was, I don't know why outdoors I'm finding that I'm spinning it more than I do indoors. Need to try and figure that one out. 224 front. What do we got here? That was on the 544 tee box. So it's a decent hit. Down. Toy. That really swooped across. I don't know what happened to that. All right, rode the wind a little bit. Thought it was okay, but it felt like the hole was downwind, but when you look at the flag this way, it's actually just coming hard out the right-hand side. But not too bad, pitching into the breeze, little upslope, so kind of need to fly it on the green and just let it just die towards the hole. Sit. Not too bad. There's a little bit of movement in it, coming down the slope. Maybe like a ball outside the left, or maybe a little more, maybe a little more. Bit of a wasteful one, maybe dropped half a shot in what probably I should have from the middle of the fairway after a nice tee shot. All right, for me, probably, I think maybe the hardest hole in the course, but certainly one of them. Always just find this a tricky hole, number 10. See if we can get a good tee shot away. All right, wasn't the best strike in the world, but got away with it. Should be helping, shouldn't it, if we said it was coming hard off that last? Well, if it's helping, this is enough club. If it's not, this is not enough club. Get 9 iron, 153. Let's see. weird one. So just kind of just drew into the wind and stayed there. So it's definitely going to fall sort of down the slope. It's pretty uphill, I mean. Good line. It was just probably a foot short of pace. All right, it's a good par. Not an easy hole, one of the harder ones on the course. Got to get a set up the good tee shot. So this is about as long as this hole ever plays. It's 162. It says of the wind it's playing about 180. I don't think I've ever had anything longer than probably 8 iron in my hand in this hole. Chip a little 6 back against the breeze. All right. Yeah, I've never had to play a shot like that in this hole where you're kind of knocking one down like that. It's normally, to be honest, I've hit gap wedge in this a bunch of times, maybe wedge or 9, but never 6. All right, a little bit of a challenge with the collar being just right behind it. You're not going to get clean contact in the ball. Kind of done what I thought. It just kind of came out hot. All right. No damage. I'd say longest I've ever played this hole. Never had 6 iron in my hand in my life. Could probably take advantage of the middle of the green. I feel like I'm doing a lot of that today. I'm missing on the wrong side a ton. When I look back and I'm just thinking back at the amount of times I've kind of not really given myself the room to pitch into. If I had a putt up that green, you know, I'm in no danger, but I'm left myself right at the green, right at the flag with a bit of a nasty one downhill. So just all the course management things that I think make your round that much easier if you can take control of them. Cody, talk to me, what is going on? That wind's coming that way. So let's get something, chase something down there. $163, wind adjustment 180, pins right at the back of this one, so gonna flight it down, maybe a little bit of right to left would be good. Drawing a pretty good lie here. Stayed right there. Yeah, I hit it good, just did not turn back. A little fast one. Gonna fall down to the left pretty quickly. Not bad. Not too bad. One of those days, isn't it? I mean, stick it in close at hole 1, birdie, no dramas. Then after that, it's just approach shots just have not been nearly up to scratch. That's the rust, I guess, that you talk about, that there's no rust in the bay. There never is rust in the bay. It's like a boxer. You can be phenomenal in sparring, you can be, you know, looking good in training. On fight night, you know, you've got that ring rust, you've got that kind of just out on the course, navigating the issues, navigating your opponent. That's just different when you're out in the golf course than it is in the bay when it comes to putting a score together. Bit skinny, but we'll take it. Very much a pace putt, left to right. Wind's going to push it more that way, so got to definitely add a little bit more on the brake for that. Yeah, not too bad. All right, easy 3. Bit boring at the minute, bit boring golf. We need more excitement. We're kind of leaving ourselves long looks or up and downs, but a few good holes coming up where I think we can maybe start getting some looks at birdies. All right, straight away par 5, wind kind of pretty much just behind us. We want to probably sail it over those bunkers, ideally. If we can get a little more right to left, that would be nice. That was better, a bit better. Kept the spin down a lot more in that one. Like, just makes the world of difference when you can keep it down in that kind of 21 range, especially when you get it downwind like this. 250 to the stick. Obviously downwind, you're not trying to hit it to stick. I mean, if I hit it to 235, if I flew it to there, I'd be quite happy. I swear I do have a little bit of a, you know, talked a lot about it, obviously, in the what's in the bags and what do you hit when you got 230? I've had it a few times today. I think I just need to trust that 5-wood, that I've got to learn how to take something off of that 5-wood. Got to learn for it to be the 230, 235 club when I need it to be, which is right now. Huh. Yeah, a little bit short. I was more worried, I think, about having enough on those. It's an odd one. I thought that would have been plenty. Minus the bad bounce, that was nice. Much better. All right, better, much better. Needed that. Would have been a sore one to not get one of the 2 par 5s, 9 and 14, have them both downwind today, which isn't the norm, and not get a birdie on one of them at least. One of the things I love about this place is you've got 4 par 5s, 5 par 3s, so there's a ton of variety. I don't love courses, especially like this isn't the longest course in the world. If there's maybe only 2 par 5s or something like that, and you just get like 13, 14 par 4s, just I find it gets a bit boring. So I like the variety of this place. For the first time today, I think we've all just felt that little wave of heat. Nice. Okay, mini driver. This is an absolute perfect hole for the mini. Kind of a bit of a tight fairway, but not overly long. And then for the first time today, I kind of feel like maybe the wind is laying down a little bit. Not great. Just couldn't get comfortable over that one at all. Could not get comfortable. Didn't feel like my alignment was good. Felt like I was aiming way too far right. I think when I watch that back, it'll just look like I've just came right over the top. Some shots just, whether it's the lie, whether it's ball below the feet, whatever it may be, my divot. Yeah, some shots just are harder than others to get comfortable in. Yeah, but this would be a nice one to roll in. You just know, kind of like 17's a nice chance. 18's actually birdieable as well. I mean, you get a good tee shot away, and you know you can be coming into that with like 9 or wedge or something like that. Again, I don't know what the wind is on that today, but yeah, I'd love to roll this one in. I nearly went left there. I was halfway down to pick it out the hole and it nearly missed. It was a little bold. I really fancied the first one. I thought, let's just give it a little run. I don't mind if I make the odd mistake, to be honest, chasing 2 more birdies in the next. I know it's a breaking par series, but you know, even if we get to par now, that's the win. So we're chasing birdies in the last 3 holes. All right, signature hole, number 16, 205 yards today. I feel there's a little bit of hurt interface. Kind of looking back on 9 green there, it looks like it's kind of maybe coming in from 2 o'clock. But just, yeah, got to hit a really solid one. Got 5 iron, just a good shot needed. Okay. All right, not a bad swing at it. That was a swing I'm trying to get away from. That is the swing where sort of okay at the top, maybe a little deep, and then get a little under it and get a flippy, that shallow flippy one. All winter long, we've been trying to work on getting it good at the top, letting it kind of fall behind me, and kind of getting in a little bit more of a stronger impact position, flighting it down. And I see my ball flight get that high, and especially when it's going left, I just know that's the old swing. Working on it. All right. I mean, basic enough, but gotta try and get this one up and down. sometimes when you hit a shot like that and you got to land it fairly close to the edge, you maybe catch the collar and it kills it. That one was just an inch past the collar. It gave it a turbo boost. That had no business being as good as that, but I will take it. Yeah, if that lands there and not there, it's an entirely different situation. All right, again, good par. Was hoping for maybe sneaking one out of it, but we'll definitely take a par. Signature hole, 5 iron. Anytime you've got a 5 iron, whether it's into a par 4 or par 3, and you're not really thinking birdie, so no complaints. What do you think that wind's doing? Just out the left. Okay, plan is if we can kind of chase one up the hill a little bit, just thread one kind of like front right would be the plan. Get up. Maybe not like that, but it'll do. Wasn't quite what I had in mind. The worm burner. But we're okay. I feel like this is something if our viewers in the UK are watching or something like that, like I've said, the course has been open here 1 week. But like you look at the turf conditions, you just wouldn't get this. You struggle to get this honestly in the height of the summer when the weather's perfect. This is normally Mikey's job. Get those grooves clean, maximum spin. All right, 50 yards. This is the yard as we practice in the bay all the time, ball test, etc. The difference is out in the bay, you don't have downwind, you don't have upslope, you don't have, you got to land it on a firm green. A little harder. Just chunked it a little bit. There's way more room between the front edge and the flag than I thought there was. I thought literally I had to land it like, I don't know, within like a 2-yard little spot, but I could have landed that up by the flag, to be honest. I was so worried about it coming in too hot. Oh, I thought I was gonna lose it on the right-hand side. That's nice. All right, fighting chance. Par 5s have been kind to us today. Especially 9, 14, 17. 2 was right into the teeth, which is normally the one that plays a bit more downwind. It's normally the other way around. You get the other 3 with a bit of a hurt, and then you get that one downwind. So it's nice to have the 3 of those. Definitely take advantage of that today. Okay, 18th hole, really good finisher. Tough today, into the wind. I was talking earlier, like it was like a 9 iron or a wedge, like a 5 iron, like 6 iron today. Little one club wise, we need to flight this obviously down, which is going to take some yardage off of it. If I catch it good though, it'll come in with some real heat. I'm going to try and hit a squeezy 5. Came out good, just a little right of the flag. Another one of those green side up and downs. All right, a little bit of a tricky one. Obviously we've got a bit of rough to go through, or fringe to go through. Going to be pretty flat, uphill and then downhill at the hole. So it's not the line that's going to be that challenging here, it's just going to be trying to get the pace right. Turn. That would have been a nice way to finish the round. Holy moly. Okie doke. Can't argue with that. I left myself way too much to do with the second shot. So, par here from green side it's absolutely fine. Thought I might have a little sneaky look at it if it just broke a little bit more, but we'll take a par. Nice way to sort of end the round with a good finish. Birdie 14, 17 in kind of some hard-working, working man's pars on sort of the rest around 15, 16 and 18 working man's pars from off the green side. But overall, I mean, not that unhappy. You can see it, we're layered up today. It was pretty chilly this morning. We had an hour frost delay and it was cold, windy, but the course was immaculate. Way better than I thought it was going to be, to be honest, first round of the year. I thought, you know, we were, until yesterday, we weren't even on the cart, allowed the carts on the course. So it's firmed up a lot. The place looks amazing. Huge thank you to the club for having us out here. Hopefully we can do this again, once kind of more for, you know, us, me, and hopefully we've got Mikey next time in tournament form or kind of mid-season form. But really good to be out here. Guys, hope you enjoyed it. The Breaking Par series is hopefully something going to be, again, as we said, monthly or maybe every 4 to 6 weeks, something like that, as we kind of mix in other outdoor on-course videos. Hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned. There's more work to do. I've got to go and analyse this on Arcos and see what was good and what wasn't. I've got to go and analyse it, and we'll be back next time for Breaking Par.